Right there, I want to add, this is one of my favorite books. It's called Failing Forward by John Maxwell. And so here at the B Conference, we're going to get a lot of information. And the women are going to get books that I particularly believe is going to help move her forward. And that right at that moment was perfect. Because you touched into my uterus. Because that's the book that got me back on track after I lost $1 million worth of assets. I mean, now let's get clear, Dr. Jackie. Losing $1 million worth of assets coming from the projects, coming through my story to become successful, that ain't nothing to play with. And I didn't speak correct English when I said that. That ain't nothing.
Ain't.
I didn't say that doesn't matter.
Oh, it isn't. It ain't.
It ain't.
And that's how deep and serious it is.
It was.
You know,
It is.
and even the best speakers in the world, when something goes that bad, it ain't nothing. Right, and to some, $1 million might not be a lot. So Beyonce and all those people, it might not be a lot. Oprah. But for us, $1 million,
it's a lot.
A lot.
But I did what you saying. I had expertise on how to deliver a baby. So all I went to do is go back to figure out how we get pregnant again with success and become a better woman this time. But as you said, Dr. Jackie, earlier, the best.
Not the best you can be, but the best. Because the best you can be is relative. And we don't want to leave it relative. We're saying the top of the ladder is the best.
So this root element, you heard it. Now you got to be conscious to get it, because we're not getting ready to repeat it. But what we are going to do is challenge you to ensure that as you wrote it, it resonates with you in your quiet space. I always say feed your feminine. And if you don't know the word feminine, because it took me a long time to understand the word feminine, Dr. Jack, I thought it was the feminine dish thing, this Eve's dish thing and all that. That's all I knew with the word feminine, feminine dish thing. But I learned as I became a conscious woman that feminine was one of the most powerful words that represented what a woman could, her womanhood.
And if you think of the genetics of a woman, and so if you know anything about genetics, we get 23 chromosomes from the mom and 23 from the daddy. So we got 46 chromosomes if you're normal.
Okay, if you're normal. Okay.
You might have extra, you might have some less. But if you got 46 chromosomes, and men are XY. So envision a Y.
Okay.
Women are XX. So I often tease my husband, you see that little extra piece of chromosome that God gave us that made the Y and X? We were extra. We were fashioned and born to be extra. So exactly what you're saying is we are wired to do everything that needs to be done on the earth. So you were exactly right. You made a choice, though. I heard you say, I made a choice to become impregnated with success. Because you could have given up, caved in, quit, and put your head in the sand. But you said, that ain't good enough. My best is going to take some fighting. So back to your uterus and childbirth, you got to get that baby out. It just doesn't come out. And even if you have a C-section, some may say, well, you just cut it. We still push. You still feel the discomfort of a baby coming out, even with a C-section.
That's right, I had two.
So you know that you're having a baby.
Yes, ma'am, you sure do. You feel it coming up out.
Yep, and your war wound reminds you
right there, a little sag,
that you have been in the fight. Yes. Yeah.
Love it. War room. War wounds.
Yes.
That's what they were, Dr. Jackie?
Yeah, war wounds.
Well, I could have paid you to tell me that.
Yeah.
All right, and we telling them for free.